If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye? This is supposed to be like Riddler, you know. See on the poster there? No, is he him? Mask, glasses. I know it's Jason Voorhees, but I haven't got a green mask, so I mean the glasses are almost there, but yeah, I know the colour. It's shit. All right, I took it off and the coat. I was trying to make an effort, but you know, well, here we are. The Batman review. I am lost for words because this film was something. Like, I mean, I've been waiting for this film for a long time. Like, since the DC fandom trailer, the teaser DC fandom trailer, I've been pretty hyped up about it, and I've just been saying to myself, like, it kind of feels like a dream because it's been so long, like, in the waiting, like, because this film has already been pushed back once. It was meant to come out at one point last year, and then March 4th. I don't know what month or date it was meant to come out in last year, but I don't think we ever knew what the date or the month was when it came out. So it's taken me a while to actually do the review. I know some people are actually waiting because I made a post. I actually did a I think I did the same quote Riddler thing, but it was in the daytime. So it's taken me a while to finally get to making this review for you guys. So I've just been trying to think to myself if I should make not only a non-spoiler review, but also a full spoiler review, because I'm not. If you've seen my previous movie reviews, then you may have noticed that I'm not really best at talking about spoilers, as in when it comes to in-depth plot and talking about like what happens and all that stuff, because I tend to forget. So I kind of struggle with that in my I think so. I'm definitely going to be going through spoiler-free stuff at the beginning. But before we actually go into this review, well, my part, in my last video I mentioned that a new member of the group, Funman21, has joined me to watch it with me, and he was pretty excited to watch it as well. And yeah, I'm going to show you the recording that I did with him just after we came out of the theatre or cinema. We were going to do it in the room, or the screening, when everyone left, but we looked up by the door and there was a member of staff there wanting to clean up, because it was like the last screening of the day and it was like 11 p.m. when it finished, so they wanted us out so they could clean up and shut, so we had to do it outside. And also, before this clip starts, I just want to let you guys know that if you hear any like talking in the background or like other voices that aren't me or Fireman21, then it's people coming out of the theatre, and doors opening and shutting and people talking. So if you hear that, then I do apologise. I couldn't do anything about that. So you're just gonna have to make do with that. So yeah. So Fireman21, you're up first. Right, just got done watching The Batman with Funman21. He's a new member of the channel.
No.
So, just got out watching The Batman. What were your thoughts?
It's good. It's better than some other films that have come out this year so far.
This is mostly going to be for you, because you're not going to be in like my part of the review, because I'm going to do mine tomorrow, because it's like 11 p.m. now. So this will be your part of your thoughts. So what's your
In the actual film, there could have been more fun stuff about actual character development. There was barely any. When you see if you watch it, when you see the Batman fighting, he nearly died a couple of times. He nearly died more or less 3 times. But if he did, I would have said, "Why did you kill Cedric?" But it was a good film. It was probably much better than the film that's legit staring at me right now. But it could have been, they could have done more stuff to it, like given Alfred more screen time. Because he only had like 5 to 10 minutes screen time. Except for what they could have done, walked around saying, "My precious." It's more or less Colin, who's barely in it. He's barely in Lord of the Rings.
He didn't even say my precious.
I know.
Positive, negatives.
Positive, they did do a thing saying it might have an X1 at the end, but people just went,
Joker.
"Ah, shit." But the Joker, it needs to be
Yeah,
the Joker. It has to be that version of Joker.
Yeah.
So it's leading up to Joker 2. And it'll be brilliant if they do that.
Yeah. Negatives?
Negatives,
Was your hat on backwards?
could have had more Batman.
More Batman.
More Batman.
More Batman.
More Batman.
Backwards!
Alright, what's your rating? Right.
Rating.
At stars and out of 10.
Probably give it 7 out of 10 for rating, but out of stars, I has to give it a 9.5 stars out of
No,
10.
stars as in, like, 1 to 5 stars.
5 stars then. It was quite good. Yeah.
Earlier you said to me it was okay.
It's okay in some points, but if you watch the whole film properly,
Right.
and you've seen all the Batman shit, it's quite good. And also,
What do you think of the Nirvana song?
it was quite good.
No, you're singing. It
Oh.
is singing. They're singing.
His singing was quite good.
Yeah.
It's not better than mine, though.
So 5 out of 5 stars, and then 7 out of 10. Alright, cool. Okay, say goodbye.
Bye. Live long and prosper.
So yeah, it was Funman 21's brief review. I know it wasn't really that long because we were tired and we want to leave, and we didn't really want to stay on the step because where we were was literally by the cinema doors. So we just wanted to leave. So at least we got something out of him. We got a positive and a negative, and his full-on ranking of the film. So better than nothing. So yeah, that was his review. So now it's my turn. So as we go about with these reviews on, well, what we've been doing so far is I give you my my thoughts before watching the film, then I do my thoughts after the film, then I do positive and negatives, and then I do my full ranking. What did I think? What did I think before coming in and watching the film? You've kind of already seen what I was feeling before watching it. Like, as I said yesterday, so was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday in like early afternoon, I think I did that video. So yeah, since the first teaser trailer that came out on DC Fandom, I was very excited. It just looked really gritty, and that's what Batman is supposed to feel like. A Batman film should always feel gritty because it's Batman. So yeah, I guess before I went, it was just such a surreal moment because, as I've already mentioned earlier, like, it's just crazy that it's out now. Like, from waiting for over a year till now being able to go watch it, it's just crazy. I don't really know what else to say about before watching it, other than that I was just really, really excited to go watch it. Like, I had some hope that Robert Pattinson would do a good job. I know a lot of people, before the trailer came out and Robert Pattinson was first cast as Bruce and Batman, they kind of drawn back by it because Robert Pattinson in most films, well, Twilight, wasn't that great. I mean, I haven't watched Twilight, but a lot of people hate it. But I can't really judge because I haven't watched it. So I think people should give him a chance, and people have given him a chance. So I'm glad that they have given him a chance. So yeah, so I was hoping Robert Pattinson would be good. and the rest of the people that were involved would do their thing and play their part. And yeah, I don't know what else to say for the before, but now we come to now after watching. This was awesome. It was really good. I saw a review on Instagram that IGN had rated it 10 out of 10 because they have a 1 out of 10 rating system, and it was 10 out of 10. I was just like, okay, only time will tell. Went to go watch it, came out, and as soon as I remembered that review, I was just like, wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but it was good. It was really good. Obviously, I'll tell you my ranking later. So, I just thought I'd mention that because, you know, it's kind of important. Anyway, so yeah, it was just really, it was everything that I wanted. Like, grit, like, really, really dark. Like, it's not your typical Batman film. Just to get it out there, it's not your typical Batman film. It's not like the Nolan films. Right, actually, it has the elements, but it hasn't got really... It's got a different feel to it. Although it does have some elements from the previous films and also games as well. But yeah, so yeah, if you like the Batman movies, the previous ones, and also the games, you should definitely go watch this. And also if you like murder mystery films as well, because this is very murder mystery. It's just crazy. I couldn't actually understand some of the riddles. Like, it kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, I didn't really get some of the riddles. Obviously, I may need to go rewatch it. Like, probably not in the cinema, but when it comes out. Yeah, I definitely will go rewatch and kind of get back on, because I kind of lost track on what the hell was going on, because it was just so much going on. It's crazy, and that's not a bad thing either. That was just, it's great that there's a lot going on, because it just shows that Matt Reeves gave a shit about this project, and that's what it all needed to be. So let's move on to the positives. Well, one big positive is the Riddler and the Penguin. I love the Riddler and the Penguin. God, they were crazy, especially Riddler. Riddler was just mental. I don't want to say too much because obviously this is a non-spoiler section. So, he was mental. He was crazy as shit. he was so, not say the word, but I can't think of the word. Like, he was just mental. Like, if you go watch it, and then come out and be like, oh yeah, I see what he means now. Like, he's mental. Like, you don't really see him much in the trailers, but when you come out, you're like, God, he was creepy as shit. Like, he was fucking mental. Yeah, so Riddler was just, like, awesome. I haven't actually watched any other Riddler portrayals in any of the films. I've seen him in the second season of the Telltale Batman series, the Enemy Within, I'm pretty sure it's called. But obviously he's not dressed like this, and he doesn't act as much as this he does in the film. So that's the only portrayal of the Riddler that I've seen in any game or film, apart from this one, of course. But I haven't seen the Jim Carrey one in Batman Forever. Yeah, Batman Forever, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched that, but I've only watched the first Tim Burton film. I haven't watched Batman Returns, Forever, or Batman and Robin, because I've heard Batman and Robin is just but you know, yeah, and it was very interesting to see Riddler in live action. Like, it's crazy. This is my first time seeing Riddler in a live action Batman film, and I think Paul Dano did just an amazing job as Riddler. Like, applause to you, man. Like, seriously. Okay, let's move on to Colin Farrell as the Penguin. God, he was crazy as well. His prosthetics as well. You could barely notice there's Colin Farrell. Look at him on the poster as well. You can see on the poster, he's like, God, that face. He's like he's crazy. Look at him. He's creepy as shit. He did his part. He did really, really well in the film. I don't really know how well to describe him, but he was he was very Penguin, and he doesn't need a top. He doesn't need a top hat. I mean that robe is just enough to me, to be honest. Without a hat, I think he looks fabulous. So, Riddler and Penguin did awesome. Robert Pattinson as Batman, also Bruce Wayne. He did great. I mean, it's a different take on Bruce Wayne and Batman, especially Bruce Wayne, because he was a little bit emo, but I guess you could say that's Robert Pattinson, to say the least. So, I didn't hate it. I actually thought it was okay. Like, he's not my Batman. Well, my Bruce Wayne. Christian Bale's my Bruce Wayne. Swear to me! Because he's just awesome. But anyway, back to Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's Batman was just wow. I knew I was going to like him from the trailers, but watching the film was just like, wow, it was so good. So yeah, Robert Pattinson's Batman was really good. Not my favourite, but he was still really good. Selena Kyle, Catwoman, played by Zoe Kravitz. I didn't really know what to think what she would be like in the film, because there wasn't really that much of her in the trailers. Well, especially the first one, because all we just saw appearance. We didn't hear her talk, we didn't hear anything, but we got a little bit of something from her in the trailers. But after watching the film, she did really, really well. So yeah, for the most part, all the characters were really, really good. They played their part. Even Jeffrey Wright as Lieutenant Gordon. Like, I thought he was going to be commissioner, but he wasn't. He's lieutenant. So that's really cool. And I loved the relationship. Well, I say relationship between Gordon and Batman. Like, it was great. Like, they were working together. This is what a Batman movie should be like. Like, obviously, Gordon should obviously shine the light for Batman. He meets him. All right, here, this is what we got. He shows him the files and all the stuff, and shows him the evidence of the murder stuff. Like, it's just so Batman. It's just really, really good. I can't wait to rewatch this. So, negatives. The negatives. Now, I wouldn't say they're fully negative per se, but yeah, Andy Serkis as Alfred. I don't know. I mean, I love Andy Serkis as an actor. He seems really, really cool, really friendly. But as Alfred, I was a little bit skeptical as well. Like, even watching the trailers, like, I mean, I was like, oh, okay, Andy Serkis, cool. He directed Venom. I mean, yeah, I know it's nothing to do with it, but like, obviously, that's the last time I heard from Andy Serkis. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, interesting choice for Alfred. I was just like, okay, not what I expected, but okay. But yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else really to think for Alfred, but I mean, he did what he did, and it came out alright. Cinematography, my god, the cinematography was just awesome. The car chase scene that it's previewed in the trailers, it's extended, and it's just really, really good. The car chase scene, it was just so good. The Batmobile, like, it was. I mean, the Batmobile wasn't as good as, like, obviously The Dark Knight, but it was still really good. Like, the chase that you'll see when you go in and watch it, it's just really, really good. I'm trying not to talk spoilers, but you know, it's just hard. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to go watch this if you're interested in this. It's just crazy. I can't think of really any negatives apart from Alfred per se. I didn't think he was awful, Andy Serkis, Alfred, but I mean, he did what he did. So any actual proper negatives? I don't know. Like, I kind of need to think it through, but from what I don't know. It was. I was gonna say the pacing of the film, like, I'm gonna have to think it through, guys, because I can't honestly think of any negatives on the top of my head, and that sounds a bit weird, because to you there might be some negatives, but for me, on the top of my head right now, I can't think of any, aside from sort of Alfred, but it wasn't really a full-on negative. It was just a kind of a personal opinion thing, so, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and think of any negatives, and I'll share it with you guys. So, positive and negatives done. Now we are on the ranking. So we're going to do 1 out of 10, and also 1 out of 5 stars. So, out of 1 out of 10, I would probably give it... It's either 7 or 8, I'm trying to think. Oof. I'm going to give it... Well, for the first time watching, I'm going to give it a 7. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm still like 7 or 8, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm not gonna be too generous, but yeah, 7. It was still really good. Out of stars, 1 out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it a 4-star. 4-star, 7 out of 10. So I guess the big main question is it worth watching? Well, it really depends. Do you like Batman? Do you like psychological thrillers? Do you like murder mysteries? Do you like superhero films? Any of that stuff? Go watch it. It's really, really good. And especially, there's a lot of detective stuff going on, like explaining stuff, and, you know, all that stuff. Is there anything to add on? Oh, I'm going to touch a little bit on spoilers, so if you have not watched the film yet, or, yeah, if you haven't watched the film yet, I'd advise to look away. And if you've watched the film, just stay here, I guess. So yeah, spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Joker. Joker. Oh my god. I had some rumours before going to watch it that Joker was going to be in this, or at least being a cameo in it. And he was a cameo, of course. He was at the end of the film. He's played by Barry. He's one of the Eternals, wasn't he? I've forgotten his name. So yeah, the guy in Eternals, well, one of the characters in the Eternals, played by Barry Coogan, is going to be Joker. Like, I didn't know if it's going to be Joaquin Phoenix as Joker. I mean, I kind of wanted him, but not really, because I kind of liked him only in that film, because he was just really good in that film, and I didn't really want him kind of reprising it and being in, like, a proper superhero film. Because the Joker film was just... It was something else. It was just special to me. So I didn't think he should be in it. But yeah, I'm glad that he wasn't actually in the film, in this film, cameoed. But yeah, in Arkham Asylum with the Riddler, he was talking to Riddler. It's just crazy. Like, I hope he will be in the sequel, if there will be a sequel to this film. I'm hoping there will be, because it kind of left on a cliffhanger. So I'm hoping that he will be... Well, he should be, because why would they just show him and not bring him back? Like, I can't wait to see him in a future film. So, yeah, so Joker, he's been shown. I'm really glad that he was in it. Or at least been shown. Well, not shown, but you knew he was there. You could just tell. If you guys enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn notifications bell on so you always get notified from next videos. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.